I'm like Arnold. Come with me if you want to live. Let's go on this journey. Let's get out of here.
I don't feel nothing. You know what? I'm over here thinking about this song.
Hopefully it's the you and me and me and you. So happy together, I can't see me loving nobody. Okay, what's your song?
No, it's the wobble song.
Oh.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Yeah.
No matter how they toss the dice.
I've never had anybody do like deep tissue. That was this deep.
Mm-hmm.
What have you done to me? This is crazy.
You've been cutting hair for many years. You've been a hairstylist, you said, since you were 16.
Yes.
And 2 years ago, you started powerlifting. Give me some of the history and what's going on.
So, well, it's basically my shoulders. I have a lot of pain on my shoulders. I got 2 cortisone shots, so it's kind of helped a little bit. The last time I got it was like 2 months ago.
Okay.
They don't really last me that long.
Yeah.
So I feel like tightness in here. I feel like a lot of tightness in here, in my neck. I mean, the list can go on. It could go on.
Well, I think about it. 2 most difficult professions that I see, I mentioned earlier, are hairstylists and dental hygienists, right? Because your posture, we're stuck, right? You have to finish the job. You can't just say, hey, everybody, I'll be back in a half hour while I go stretch.
Right.
And so the difficulty is that many years, so you're saying 30-something years, let's say 28 years of cutting hair.
Yes.
Essentially we're forwardly rotated. And now when we do activities with an alignment that's forwardly rotated, the stresses are on the ribs on the sternum, the AC joint on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And so many times, yes, the activity is putting the stress, but the alignment that you're in when you're doing the activity, I think, is more profound.
And when I started doing the powerlifting, like with the squat, I used to do like a high bar, but then I started doing a low bar squat, and I really started like feeling a lot of pain, like in here.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it was putting like a lot of pressure, but.
Do you ever feel anything tingle in your hands, anything going down your arms?
I don't feel any tingling, but like I feel like a lot of tightness in here, and in the
muscles in the arms.
Yeah.
No burning or anything. Nothing burning.
No, I don't feel any burning.
Okay. All right.
Just achy.
Hips aren't too unlevel.
You said the right shoulder looks like it's more elevated?
Yeah, let me see here 1 second. Left hip's a little elevated. Relax your arms. Yeah. So we got elevation. We got to get your head is over to the right. So we're gonna. It must be how you hold your clippers or your, even how your shirt hangs on you.
Okay.
It's
kind of like tilted.
Yeah.
Really?
Because
Okay.
the clothes almost slide with the tilt. You're fine. Yeah, right there. Perfect. You got it. Yep. Look straight forward. And then your ear is about 1 inch forward from your shoulder. So the more forward the head goes, the more stress that's on the lower neck. And the lower neck controls your arms and the back and the chest. And so we want to try to do some things to try to get the body back to an upright position, but not by your muscles contracting to hold you there, but simply that's where you want to be.
Okay.
So we're going to do some adjustments in your back, try to figure out what parts are probably tight, what parts are overworking. I showed you an MRI where, part of the spine wasn't injured and part of the spine was.
Right.
And that's frequently what I see. And I know you said you've been to a chiropractor, they took a bunch of x-rays, but nothing really.
That was
A while ago.
one hit wonder. That was like 10 years ago. I don't even know.
Well,
I probably got it on Groupon. I don't even know.
All right, bend both of these for me. There we go. I'm going to have you put this arm underneath, over. There we go. Take one little sit up for me and then take a deep breath in. I'm going to see how your middle back's moving. And let all the air out and relax. Relax your chest. I got you. Yeah, deep breath in. We'll get it. There we go. Exhale. It's okay.
Oh, Lord.
There we go. Deep breath. There we go. Yeah. We'll get it.
That was crunchy.
Yeah. So part of your back was working, and part of it was, let's say, I don't think so.
Okay.
And we're going to try to work on those areas that were tighter, and then we'll try to adjust them again. Perfect. Put this hands right here.
I should know this, huh?
It's all good. I'm going to put your head right here. There you go. Just like that. Perfect. Take a deep breath in. Try to exhale and twist. It's okay. There we go. Breathe for me again. Exhale and twist. There you go. Good.
Ooh.
All right. Good. Other side for me. Breathe. Exhale. Let this arm go back a little bit. There you go. Good. Breathe. Exhale. Good. Face up for me. Good.
And I do a lot of stretching, but
It begins with a head alignment. It's not the muscles. See the huge knot here on the right side of your neck? I mean, it's huge.
Yes, I
It's
felt
huge.
that
This is what I was trying to show you earlier.
when I was tilted.
You have a head tilt, but then we have a thing called a riding reflex. So our eyes always have to be on the horizon.
Right.
We have a neck injury, or even how you're standing with the clippers, or who knows.
Right.
Your head must favor tilting left.
Yeah.
And so because you're in avoidance of your right side of your neck, if you walk around with your eyes tilted, it will quickly make you dizzy. So your body does this
Right.
to make the eyes level.
Okay.
And then over time, so it starts off as a head tilt that becomes a shoulder tilt that then becomes a head translation. The head is actually almost like an Egyptian translated over to the side, but it's this knot on the right upper part of your neck.
Well, I am a righty, so with my field, I'm always like, I felt a knot over there.
Yeah. I evict this old boyfriend. Here we go.
Oh, God. Here's to the old boyfriend crunch.
Good. There we go. Okay. We'll get a little deeper in a second. There you go.
It's like when you try to do it yourself, you don't know what you're looking for.
Yep,
I'm always
I know.
digging on me, but I just don't know.
If you can, you'll be working on this right side, kind of push on that. Try to not be on your left side. I feel like you might, if you catch yourself favoring sleeping on your left side, that that feeds this. We want to try because this is what you want to do. I want you working on tilting the head to the right, but there's a favoritism for your head to tilt.
Yes.
Left.
So I shouldn't sleep on my left side.
Correct, if you can. Actually, it's changing pretty quick. Your neck.
Oh, good.
This knot's going down.
What do you think about the massage gun? Because I use that.
Good, yeah. We want to work. What I like to try to do is, see, the first goal with, the handful of this is to balance you. So we want to work on the areas that are stiff and to try to not work on the areas that are loose. Does that make sense? Because if we loosen what's loose and we loosen what's stiff, we end up potentially further imbalancing you because what's loose will get looser faster than what's stiff, it gets looser.
Okay.
So the goal is to try to use the massage gun perhaps up here, try to not use it on your lower neck.
Okay.
Remember when I hugged you earlier that this area was tight up here, so
Right.
we if you can have somebody help you, or it's hard to sometimes self-do it, but we want to loosen the areas that are frozen.
Okay.
Once everybody's moving as a team, then it really doesn't matter so much, and then you should be able to maintain that suppleness through what we call counter stretching, and we'll show you some of that at the end of the visit. That becomes like the toothbrush. We really weren't taught how to brush our teeth, and so hence we have a lot of plaque on our teeth. Like, well, nobody guided me. How did I get this bump? Well, nobody told me how to work on it and how to, what was feeding it. Sleeping on my left side was feeding it and making it larger.
Well, now there's no excuse.
All right, well, now no excuse.
Academy.
That's right. No excuses anymore.
Right, everything's online. Learn how to brush your teeth.
I'm like Arnold. Come with me if you want to live. Let's go on this journey. Let's get out of here.
How often should I get this done?
Right. The goal is to teach you to stretch. And what will happen is when you're unable to stretch properly is when you're due for an adjustment. So the answer is I have no idea.
Okay.
The answer is we have to first see how well you can stretch at the end of the visit and how upset you get with me when I ask your spine to go to the position it needs to go to. Is your spine even willing to do it? If it's not willing to do it, this is where, again, another adjustment, or we have to make the spine limber so that it can accept the right position. It's just a team of 24 vertebrae, 24, individually moving segments, and the goal is to live your life with them all working as a team, and many times posture, injury, school, life,
life.
car accidents, whatever, makes us lose members of our team. And so we lose them slowly, and it becomes like a skeleton crew. We're down to like 5 members that end up doing all the work. And then those areas wear out, and the medical and chiropractic world has the gall to say that they're diseased. I'm like, those are the healthiest parts. Those are the parts that work. But we say that there's something wrong with them. And it's like, okay, they're your best workers.
Right.
They're not. But yeah, because they've been your best workers, they're all exhausted and worn out. And
how does that feel over there?
tight, yeah. This is where, again, when I
That's
just...
where I'm having some issues right now.
Yeah, I'm going to loosen up this pec. We're going to work on the front part of your shoulder in a second. The shoulders are rounded forward, but
is it?
many times the shoulders round forward because it unpinches things on the backside. So it's a compensation.
So what's going on in the back?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been getting like a lot of like.
right.
I try to massage it and stuff, but
You'll jam the front part because you're in avoidance of this area. But because you're in avoidance of this doesn't necessarily hurt that much, right? Because you're avoiding it. And then another area is having to take the load. And so here's the journey we're going to have. Ed, my chest is feeling better, but now this is upset.
right.
And I'm going, well, that's because you were leaning away from it. That's what created the front. And then eventually the backside will calm down.
Okay.
But there is some dominoes that have occurred here. See, the stretching is how we change posture. That took chiropractors 100 years to realize that you can't change posture through just pushing on bones or massaging people.
Right.
And the alignment is what creates stress. So really, I don't treat symptoms. I treat posture. And then by fixing posture,
You treat the symptoms.
the symptoms go away. But I know many chiropractors treat symptoms. I treat the alignment's not correct. And because of the alignment's not correct, of course you have symptoms.
Right.
It's the alignment isn't right. How well you are able to undo the alignment, problems with stretching is going to determine how often you need to be cared for. This is the gua sha, so they would just kind of comb you and increase circulation through, increases blood flow through the combing of the skin. It just works differently than my thumb or elbow. It just interacts with the underlying tissue, kind of like a comb versus using your fingers to comb your hair. It's like the comb gets all the fibers and. We call them muscle fibers, and so when you have injuries, the muscle fibers get tangled, and you can feel like there's a little tangle.
Like right now, I feel like a lot of tension, like right in here.
Yeah. Right there. There you go. Very good.
This stimulates the blood flow.
Yeah, so nutrients in, waste out. It's really what we call healing, but it's really a replacement. You're just trying to open up the lines. When areas get injured, they get tight, which then chokes the circulation. That's what then prevents replacement healing to occur. So we're trying to unwrap things and get things flowing internally, the lymphatics to flow.
Yeah, right. Ooh, right there.
AC joint is
It hurt.
jammed.
Yeah, it's achy.
Joint right there gets
Ooh.
stressed out. That's both. That's both lifting and work.
Right.
Just we wear out the front part of our shoulder. This joint here gets. I can help you see that. There we go. It's coming out a little bit.
I'm not worried. I'm here for the pain. So.
That's right. Let me have it, Ed.
No pain, no gain.
I'm learning you.
Do you think that women are more tolerant to these pains than men?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Women are always tougher.
Yeah.
And you were saying earlier that you've had some pain on the elbow here. How's these attachments been okay, or have you in the past dealt with stuff here, or not so much?
Yes, it's mostly like right now.
Inside?
It's mostly like the internal, and then this flesh right here is
outside?
achy.
Yeah, so right here is we call the medial epicondyle, or they call it golfer's elbow, but
Yes,
it's really
yes.
this attachment where the tendons. So for people at home, you just want to mash.
Right.
No transfriction. You sort of hold and compress those attachments. The tendons dive through the periosteum, make roots, and you want to compress the layers of the bone back together, kind of closing a wound. You don't want to pull the wound open.
So you just want to press it?
You want to press on the attachment, right? So on the elbow, like right here, I would just hold.
Okay.
Throughout, sometimes even working on patients, I'll have to work on my own. I have to, press on my attachments. And but there shouldn't be any discomfort. You should be able to push as hard as you can. And it should feel like nothing. If there's any discomfort, that's some level of inflammation.
I think I have some inflammation.
Yeah. I think there might be a little bit in there.
Yeah, especially this one. It's very inflamed.
I'll get over there. But yeah. Part of it is that this muscle contracts. See how this is again, like I said, cutting hair or whatever. These muscles are still partially contracted even when they don't need to be.
Okay.
And so they're keeping a constant pull on that attachment, which then doesn't let the attachment kind of rejuvenate and heal. And so right there, you want to massage that towards the elbow.
Oh, okay.
This would be massaged upwards, but then on the attachment, you just
Hold it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've been doing it wrong.
It's okay. That's why I get paid the big bucks.
Mhm.
There you go. Yeah, you want to work. Little mark coming out right there. Really just trying to stretch. The ribs jam. They actually can ride up onto the sternum, and sometimes people have these little bumps
Yeah.
on the side of their sternum. It's where the rib not only is making contact or really pressing itself against the sternum, it actually starts to come upwards and rise upwards on the sternum, and you have to kind of stretch the shoulder back. It's from just iPhones, and life
Yeah.
being predominantly forwardly rotated, and then
Right.
we go out and go lift weights forwardly
Yes.
rotated. It's like the alignment you're in when you were doing lifting is probably the biggest culprit for why we hurt.
Right.
Yes, you're an athlete, so I think of athletes need mechanics more often than a non-athlete.
So I'm hoping my competition, my meet is coming up in February.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. I'm trying to, I'm not going to try to, I am going to break the national record for the deadlift.
Oh,
I got you.
wow.
Cool.
Yes.
Now, what do they have? Classes? What are the classes? What are they? How do they?
Yeah, they have different classes. They have, they go by the weight class and your age.
Right. I got you. Okay.
You know.
Right. Okay, I got you. All right. So you're breaking.
So
Okay. All right.
I'll be doing the squat, bench, and deadlift.
Cool.
That'll be fun. I'm hoping to break the squat. We'll see.
Wow.
It's pretty heavy. Right now I'm at 305
Unbelievable.
squatting.
Wow.
And then to break the national record, I have to do a little over 325, something like
Oh
that.
my gosh.
I'm able to do the 325, but not full depth.
I guess we're working on our quads later. Jeez.
You got it. And for the deadlift, it's gonna be I have to do 375 at least
Okay.
for the national record, which I did pull that in my last show meet, but
That's cool.
I have to use baby powder to make sure it goes up smooth.
All right.
Yeah, all in there.
Oh boy,
It's
yeah.
tender.
All right. We forget how even muscles work. Muscles, they don't just attach to the surface of the bone. They actually dive through the outside of the bone, and
Okay.
they make roots in the bone. This is why you'll hear of avulsion fractures, because the whole bone will lift off the bone, right? That's the tendon pulling it off. So that's essentially what an avulsion fracture is. Even this bump that we have, it's called the tibial tuberosity down here. This bump here is formed by the quad tendon that pulls so much on this tibia. That makes sense, that it creates this bump here. That's normal, but the point is that we're not born with that bump. That bump happens when we start walking, and
Oh wow.
and the quad, pulling on the tibia, and so.
That's
That's
amazing.
painful.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah, I never know.
So the attachments are made by use, and so as you use them more, they're going to elevate, and the body fills in the cracks, and but you want to try to mash those layers back down.
How often should I do that a day?
I would just 5-10 seconds. You just kind of compress. If it's tender, we got work to do. Yeah, you got.
Very tender.
You shouldn't have any. You should laugh at me and go, Ed, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Not whoa, careful, Ed.
Yeah, it's very sore.
You want to mash that down. There's a significant mark here on the AC joint where you're kind of pointing. There's all this inflammation here.
Yes.
Let me check the quads.
I don't feel nothing.
I shouldn't have said anything about the squat. Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. They feel good though. I don't feel any large. I've had guys that pulled their quads, running down the first base line or something like that. There'll be big, huge knots in here. It feels nice and smooth.
I mean, I try to use that massage gun.
Good. Just if you find any knots.
Yeah.
A knot is like a non-functional part of the muscle, right? It's like given up. It's just gone into a spasm.
Okay.
And so that it's not actually working for you in terms of, you've lost some percentage of the functional part of your muscle. So untangling them, getting it back to being functional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't feel nothing. No pain, no gain.
Hey. I can only imagine some of the discomfort you're going through when you're lifting, right? So,
Yeah, this is nothing.
put it out of my mind. Put it out of my mind.
Oh, goodness.
So there's a balance between power and longevity. You understand? My goal with a lot of your care here today is so that, I know you plan on doing powerlifting for a long time, but I want you still being able to walk when you're 70. You understand? I still want your body being healthy. So I'm trying to, when you're lifting, I want your whole spine working as a team so that your spine lasts as long as possible, right? So that when you're working out, it's safer for the long-term health of your spine.
Right.
Even though temporarily, being all stiff might make you, more powerful. It's like there's a balance somewhere in there of, not being so stiff that, your spine actually ages evenly. Right there. Got it. Yep.
Is she turning red?
Is it turning red? Yes, it is. I feel nothing, Ed. There's nothing there.
Nothing at all. It's all in the head.
That's right, it is. It's all. And then having this worked on makes your ability to injure yourself a lot lower, right? So your ability to get hurt is decreased because your whole muscle's working as a team and not just some areas are in spasm and some areas are, doing all the work.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, after a while, it's just numb.
Yeah, massage gun. Massage gun. You'll see. I'll mark all the spots I want you to use the massage gun on.
It's just numb. I feel nothing.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm telling my brain.
There.
Yeah, that feels tight and it feels good.
If this, what happens is people let this get out of hand here, and this becomes what they call plantar fasciitis. So the foot, why is my foot hurting, Doc? Well, because you let this stay contracted for so long that the arch in your foot dropped. And so then people don't connect the dots that, I've been having soreness in my shin for years, and now my foot's killing me, and I need a different shoe orthotic. No, you need this knot up here.
Right,
reduced. Right.
So what I've been using is the lacrosse ball, and I'll rub my feet on it.
That's good. It's fine.
To help.
But like I said, check this spot here every once in a while.
Yeah.
Make sure that's getting some food. And
I guess I have to use the massage gun more on that.
I say here.
Gonna do your toes early.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah.
A little punchy.
Ooh. I got you. Ooh, yeah.
Falling apart.
That's good.
I feel like the Tin Man now.
Oh, a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I got you. Nice.
Okay, you're right.
What have you done to me? This is crazy.
That's funny.
Oh my
Yeah, you got
goodness.
some good marks on you.
Wow. Okay. I'll take it.
Yeah, right here, right there. All this power, man. She's powerful back. I ain't messing with you. I ain't making you mad.
You know what? I'm over here thinking about this song.
Hopefully it's the you and me and me and you. So happy together, I can't see me loving nobody. Okay, what's your song?
No, it's the wobble song.
Oh.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Yeah.
Very different songs.
You and me and you.
Definitely not the same song.
No matter how they toss the dice. and so happy together. Yeah, well, first visit's like I always think of like the king and I, getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
Right.
Anyway, I'm trying to figure out where placement tests, where we can start, and everybody's got a different, we're not a one-size-fit-all treatment, so we got to figure out where that starting point is, and learn where the edge
I'm
is.
here for the pain.
That's right, I get you. There it is, right there.
Yeah.
So earlier when I hugged you, this area pretty much stuck its tongue at me.
Yes.
We gotta bring some mobility back in here. National record holder, the only one in her family.
Future, yes.
Future, okay, all right. Future.
I'm the state record holder, though.
That's amazing. That's
In
amazing.
Florida, yep.
That is amazing. Yeah, you just need an oil change. This is just an oil change. Trying to get some. You've been working
I use
out.
a lacrosse ball on it, too.
I think if you hadn't been doing that, you'd be way worse. So I'm glad you've been
Yeah.
doing something. Many people just lay on the couch and just, become tight. So I'm glad that keeps your performance high by keeping your body, keeping everything hydrated, keeping everything circulating. When the downside, everybody builds up their muscles, but then in building everything up, it becomes stiffer, right?
Right.
And then the circulation has a harder time feeding the area, so then your performance actually goes down. So actually, when you're trying to make yourself more powerful, you have to have a balance of strengthening yourself, but then being able for it to relax so that it can rejuvenate.
Right.
So you can't just stay tight all the time.
Right.
There's a cycle, and it's easy for us to just become 2x4s, and I think of Chevy like a rock, just total boulders.
Feels crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
What is all that?
Rice Krispies that you ate last night. I don't know. It's just little microscopic injuries, and these are all the times that when you're working or lifting, and you tell your body to shut up. Be quiet. I have to work for a couple more hours, or a couple more presses, or whatever. And so your body, little injuries happen, and then they get tangled, and it's part of it. We're purposely doing it to get stronger, to rebuild bigger, but sometimes if the area gets too tight, doesn't have the circulation it needs, and so it doesn't actually repair itself the way it should. I'm going to adjust this in a second. I'm just trying to prep it, trying to loosen it up and see if we can get some restored mobility in here. I think of like coercion. I'm trying to hold its hand. Let's go this way. We're walking across the street. Come on. Come on. This direction. It's like my 3-year-old one. No, come on, this way.
I've never... trying to talk through all of that. No, but it actually doesn't hurt too bad, actually.
Good.
But I've never had anybody do like deep tissue that was this deep. But it feels good though.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, it's so tender over there.
Right there. These are the roots of your neck. So the alignment, what I was saying earlier with your head being an inch forward, these muscles are working harder than they're supposed to be, just living life, just like an idle of an engine. The engine is idling at a higher speed than it should be.
Right.
So the posture determines that. That's where. So there's, like I said, many spots where they're already moving, it doesn't come out. But then where it's stuck, there's a blockage right here. And that's what we want when we're on the. So you asked me about a portable elbow. I'll give you the closest emulation that I have, which is this piece of foam that is shaped like my elbow, and we actually use it at home. We lay on it and you push right here. The foam roller is a good start. It's a little more broad. It's not as pinpoint, but they make different foam pieces more pinpoint that can emulate the elbow. But for the viewers at home, they can see exactly where she needs it. Actually, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. You're definitely not as much. Biggest mark is down here.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the biggest jam is.
Also, on my left, like just up here, sometimes it gets a little tight right there.
Okay, we'll check it out. Yep. That's most. This is the most commonly worn out area right here,
Okay.
and so this area will get. That's part of where you have the lumbar belt on to limit it. But that's going back to what I said earlier about the rib cage protecting this area, but no ribs down here, and so we end up that area is commonly the most loose area, right? So it's doing all the motion, and therefore it gets kind of exhausted and stressed out.
Okay.
So we'll work the hips below, the middle back above, to divert stress off the lower back. But that pain is a overstressing pain, and it's definitely more on this right side. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels great.
I know, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that cool? It's like, oh, get it out of me.
Yes.
I feel it. I feel the tension. I feel the clogs, the knots, like right in here. I can
Right.
feel the cords and ropes that are
Right.
bound up, and it definitely right in here.
Maybe that's why my elbows is hurting. It's all connected.
Yeah, you're definitely pretty powerful more in this right side dominant. Yeah.
Oh boy.
There's definitely right side stuff right here.
Yeah, I feel it. Definitely feel it. Get it out.
Right here, right there, that joint. This is what we try to adjust when you're on your side. We're trying to loosen this sacroiliac joint. And the looser this joint is, the more stress, the area that you pointed to in your lower back that's under extra stress.
Right.
When we sit, this joint gets stiff. I know you're probably not even sitting much, so it's too locked. That's why it moved for you. People that are on their feet, usually it keeps moving. The people that have a desk job, this joint quickly just quits. And,
Yeah.
definitely better to be on your feet than sitting all day. Jesus.
Right.
That's the worst for people.
Well, that's not fun.
That was the most blunt, that's not fun. Best way to describe it. That is not enjoyable.
Nope.
The nope heard one world. Nope. All right, let's go. There we go. There you go. There you go. Perfect. I know. Oh, that was not fun either.
Not too bad.
Okay. Take a deep breath in for me. Keep that forehead to forearm contact. Exhale. Relax your chest. Relax your chest. I got you more. Breathe for me. Relax your chest. Good. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Put your arms back down for me. Good. Ooh, Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful. Oh, sorry. I don't know where that came from. All right. Here we go. Right there. There we go. There we go. There's another little one. Yeah, good. Nice. Yeah, you're getting them. Yeah, it hasn't moved in a while. Oh, there we go. Good, okay. Kind of press in a little bit. Yep. And then you're going to look up a little bit and then press back with your elbow to my elbow. A little bit. Here we go. Good. Press. Good. It's okay. There we go. Yep. I think we got them all stretched out. Press back a little bit. Yeah, a little bit there, yeah. Okay. Perfect,
You got
you
small
got it.
ears.
I know, that's why I was trying to, I had no room. Go ahead and tilt to the left for me. There we go, a little bit, okay. Keep your head straight, 1 second. Go ahead and tilt left now.
Ooh, did that come out of my head?
That was sort of the cartilage and the adhesions behind your ear. The sinuses, the face all drain down here, so I find the neck tension and the ear being a source for why things don't drain properly. Keep the head straight, 1 second. All right, go ahead and tilt to the right for me, tilt right. Uh-huh. All right, go ahead and tilt to the right.
Alrighty then.
You probably have something like this, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is just a deeper version of the roller and a little bit more pinpoint. So the contact of the roller is more broad, right? So it's probably 5-inch contact, right? This is about half that, maybe 2-3 inch contact. So you're getting a smaller area to stretch at a deeper level, and that's all it is. We're trying to incrementally go through every area that was tight when I hugged you and start stretching it so that the next time I adjust you, it's better.
Okay.
And then once everybody's working as a team, and you ask me how often I need to be adjusted, and the answer is I don't know, because I need this to be easy.
Right.
I need you to be able to lay on this and this book not be here. You understand? And then it be easy, that meaning that your body can sink into it and it be effortless. Keep the feet together, knees together, and then feet together, and then feet together, and then rotate your knees to the left. Yeah, stretch pretty slowly. Yeah, easy, easy, easy. Easy. I'm going to
I
the
like
max.
to get it done.
Get it done, Ed. Take it easy.
Get it done.
Bring your knees back up, and
Okay,
then
okay.
gently breathe in. Exhale. It's a stretch. It's a stretch.
I'll be
Stretch.
delicate.
There you go. There we go. Try to stretch. Let your back relax into the ground. Let your back stretch and let it open up. There you go. This is pouring into you now. Pouring into your body. There you go. See how the wrists snap. So if the hands, you just kind of just traction. Best thing for don't be twisting and pop,
Oh, I'm always twisting and
all right,
popping.
all right. Well, I want you to work on just, see if you can,
Just massage it a little
see if you
bit.
can alleviate just by tractioning.
Okay.
Like that, just kind of tractioning.
Okay.
If you can, if not, then just, there we go. There you go.
I'm usually like more aggressive with it.
All right. Just should be able to get what you need without having to stress the joints out too
Okay.
much. Well, feel good. Lean back a little bit for me.
Great.
Lean back. Good. All right, how you feel? Let me see. How you doing? How's that? Let me look at your posture a little bit. Yeah.
How's that looking?
Ooh, look at that.
Better?
Woo! I ain't messing with
2
you.
inches taller?
Shoulders are level. Yeah, looks
Looks
good.
more level than it did.
Yeah. Head's about only a half inch forward now. So we have to, as we get this in, see how the head comes back?
Yes.
So when our body's rounded forward, I know we're always going lifting and then haircutting. We got to push this area in to actually get you to be upright.
Okay.
And that's not by muscle contraction. I know people will tell you that you need to strengthen your back muscles to hold you upright. I just say good luck with that.
Yeah.
I want to stretch you
Okay.
so that you'll be back in the middle.
Yeah. I'm gonna work on it.
One day.
Thank you
Pleasure.
so
Thanks for dropping
much.
in. All right,
Thank
thanks so
you.
much.
Yes.
Thank you.